What is going on, guys? What is going on? It's your boy Sega Man back with another check-in podcast. How's everybody doing out there, man? It's been a minute. Hope everybody's had a nice Easter, man. With their family and friends. All is welcome. All is welcome in the chat. Shout out to all the true Xbox gamers out there that are not crying about 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? You always, like I tell you guys, man, they're always waiting in the background to find something to pick at Xbox about, man. I got a chance to listen to my brother Unlimited's podcast for a minute because I was at work. I know he had a great show. What's up, Zinc? My brother Zinc, man, is always first on deck, brother. Man, you got to love my brother Zinc, man. A true Xbox soldier out here. Always shouting me out in the chat. No matter what show he's on, my brother Zinc always got my back. We're Gears heads. You know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to my brother Zinc. Zinc, if you want to come in for a little bit, just let me know, brother. If you want to just chill in the chat, that's cool, man. Now, I didn't get to check out all of the podcasts, but we got to talk a little bit about this bitch ass Ryan Ryan McCafferty, whatever, that dude that damage controls so bad. He says, I'm sure the community will take this news with grace and kindness. About Redfall, the Xbox version of Redfall will be at 30 frames per second at launch, 60 frames per second coming later. I do not give a goddamn. I don't want to really cuss. I don't really give a shit what the game is at. I'm a gamer, man. I play games, not 30 frames per second. You know what I mean? There were great games that were out here, back in the day that were 30 frames per second, and they were great games, man. Now, I know everybody wants to move forward, and pretty much we're all at 60 frames per second, 4K 60, and some 120 frames per second, 4K. And I understand that. All right, I do. I understand that, right? But that's not going to ruin me wanting to play Redfall and downplay what I'm going to think of the game or just automatically give up. Then you have Xbox dudes out here that cry about it. I'm disappointed and I'm frustrated overall. It seems like nearly every Xbox game has issues, and last year was a surprise. You know what I mean? I'm so sick of y'all crying out here, man. Crying about games on a preferred console that you're supposed to actually support. It doesn't matter if the game's 30 frames. It's going to come 60 frames later. Is that going to make you not want to play the game, G? I mean, serious, you guys need to stop crying out here like little babies, man, over video games. I don't hear nothing coming out from the other side. I don't hear nothing coming out from the other side of the pond. I don't hear nothing good coming out over there. We just got Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a great game that I'm playing right now. Kind of took me away. That's right, kind of took me away from Gears and some of the other games that I like. I'm really enjoying that. We just got brand new games that came out in Ultimate Game Pass, and we have a great spring sale going on right now. But y'all want to bitch and complain about this dude that does nothing but troll and damage control everything that Xbox does. But supposedly, there's supposed to be an Xbox podcast. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm going to get my boy Zinc in here. My boy Zinc, he said he has a few minutes. I'm going to send him a link. We're going to chop it up, man, about this bullshit and crap that's going on out here. About y'all keep crying about the games that we get. You know what I mean? We're the only company, Xbox and Microsoft are the only gaming company right now that's offering you games all the time, bro. You dig what I'm saying? They're offering you games all the goddamn time, and y'all bitch and cry because the game is going to come out at 30 frames per second. I'm tired of y'all bitches crying, man. Especially you Xbox dude. You should be a fucking ashamed of yourself, man. I was trying not to cuss, but y'all should be a goddamn ashamed of yourself, man. We're getting all these games over here on Ultimate Game Pass, and all y'all bitches keep doing is crying about different shit that's going on with games, nigga. It takes time. You know what I mean? I don't see bullshit ass Sony doing anything for you. I don't see Nintendo doing nothing for you. Xbox is doing everything they can to keep gamers happy, and you still moan, bitch, and complain. Let me get my boy Zinc in here, man. What's up, Unlimited? What's up, man? If you want to come in, brother Unlimited, you just let me know. Let me get my boy Zinc in here right fast, man. Give me a second, man. I'm tired of y'all crying. Y'all cry all the goddamn time, bro. You cry about everything. Let me see. Let me get my boy Zinc in here, man. He can come in for a few minutes and chop up game with me real quick. This is, it's a check-in. You know what I'm saying, today. I'm so tired of y'all crying. You cry about everything, man. It's bullshit. All right, Unlimited. I'll send you a link, brother. I'm not going to be on here too long, guys. I got to go to work today. I like I said, I checked out my brother Unlimited's. Hell yeah. I'm not going to butcher your name, brother, but thank you for joining. Hell yeah. Hydra. Hell yeah, Hydra. Thank you for joining, man. I really appreciate you coming in with me and chopping up some game with me today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sick of people crying. We got the summer coming up. It's a time to enjoy gaming. It's a time. What's up, my brother Sega Forever? It's good to see you here, man. I hope you do another podcast soon. Let me get my brother Zinc in here, man. We're gonna have to split some heads, man. You know what I mean? What's up, Zinc?
Yeah, man, that dude's name is Hell Hydra, and I hope
Hell Hydra.
Unlimited. I hope Unlimited get a chance to jump in
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna send him a link.
I'm only gonna be in here for a few minutes, man, and I
That's cool.
apologize, Sega, man, because when you and Unlimited are going off like this, I want to stay out of it and
Yeah,
fade back into the cut where I belong in the chat and enjoy the damn day. Because when y'all going off, dude, it's something special. Because y'all don't do it much, but when you're hitting like that, it's impressive. But let's talk about this real quick. They're doing all of this, and it's they're reaching,
yeah,
and I'm like Dia, the first lady. She said she's mixed about it. I feel the same way, and you know how I am.
yeah,
I only play Gears and Halo because it's next gen. That speed is unbelievable, and once you're there, and it's hard to fall back. And I said this before. Once, uh, like Forza Horizon was awesome, but then Forza Motorsport came out, and I liked Horizon so much.
hmm,
I wanted to keep playing it and play some real racing in Forza, but the speed of Forza, you could tell when something was 60 frames and when it was 30 frames in
yeah,
that game. You
hmm,
couldn't do them both. Okay. But this game, I said on the show yesterday, Redfall was made as a multi-plat game. It was orchestrated as a multi-platform game. So you're not going to be able to transition from a multi-plat game to a next gen RDNA 2 game.
hmm,
Okay? Even though Gears is Unreal Engine 4, but see, people don't listen. And I tie everything together when I listen to everyone. When Rod Ferguson, they asked Rod Ferguson, was Gears made with next gen in mind? He said yes. All of the true Xbox games are made with next gen in mind. So they made with our DNA 2 tools and Xbox Series X tools in mind. They're ready for it. That's why you and I talk about Gears. Every now and again, I see they did something different in Gears.
yeah.
They keep
They
adding
do.
little bitty things to this damn
Yes,
game,
they do.
and it's unbelievable. But you have to open yourself, your console, your game up to those capabilities. And like let's go ahead and shout it out. Boomstick doing all of this yelling and fucking screaming,
Yeah,
okay, and want to hold everybody's feet to the fire, saying this is an Xbox first party game. Dude,
yeah,
it did not start out as an Xbox game. That game would be 3 years late because they would have to change everything.
right.
Okay, if it didn't start off RDNA 2, It's not going to get there by a few changes because it was not constructed with RDNA 2 in mind. So this is why you get that. I understood that. Like I told everybody on the show, I said, um, Microsoft taking this game over, they had to get, the reason it was delayed, they had to get rid of the PlayStation stench. That's a last gen technology that they started this game making it from. And now you try and transition to a next gen game. Hey, why are they not talking about Forza Motorsport 7? I
Right.
mean, Forza Motorsport 2023. They want to disregard this game.
Hmm.
They want to leave it alone because it's native 4K. It's going to have ray tracing. It's going to be 60 frames per second. It's procedurally generated around the track, and people are trying to distance them. Even Digital Foundry said they can't do that. Yeah, buddy, we'll see. Okay, and then people want to reach all the way back and go after Halo Infinite. Go ahead, go after it, but they won't talk about how Halo Infinite have the Xbox Series S running at 120 frames per second. They want to shut their mouth up when they talk about that. They want to shut up when they talk about Gears running at
Yep.
120 frames per second when
Yep.
Sony can't do this on a big game. They don't talk about these things, man. So yeah, it's way overblown, dude. And but this gives people the opportunity to expose themselves. But anyway, go off, man. We went off a little bit yesterday. Go off on this, dude. I only have a few minutes. I should be at work, and Unlimited, we were supposed to have a show today, but he moved it up and said yesterday. Of course, I stopped every damn thing I was doing to jump on that damn show.
Hey,
But
Zink,
yeah,
brother.
anyway, go
Zink,
ahead.
brother. I just don't understand, bro. I'm so sick and tired. Look, I know people want to get away from 30 frames per second. I understand. I do understand that. But as a gamer, if it's a brand new game, brother Zink, a new IP, that's not going to deter me from not playing the game. Every single time, Zink, that Microsoft or Xbox has a game on our preferred platform, they always have to find something to damage control about it. And it's because they're still ass hurt, and they don't want to admit they're still ass hurt over Activision Blizzard. You know what I mean? They really are. And like I said, Zink, I told you, remember we were talking a few shows ago that this is going to happen. This is a domino effect. Anything that Microsoft does, man, even these so-called supposed to be Xbox fans are crying and whining about this game that hasn't even came out yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And Unlimited did say send him a link, and when he comes
I
on
did.
there, okay,
I
good.
did.
So anyway, man, and back to what you were talking about, the game hasn't even come out yet, and
Yeah.
this is why I was saying to Unlimited yesterday, and Unlimited is right, but sometimes you have to change it up because some of these games they do need a full marketing push, okay, but with the way how deceitful YouTubers are because they only make money when Xbox does something controversial.
Yep.
Okay, so you have to deflect that. You have to change to a different direction of marketing because they're sabotaging your product and they're doing it on purpose. That's one of the reasons
Mm-hmm.
Connect is not a part of gaming anymore because Microsoft had an excellent product that they had future use for. But the internet and YouTubers are so fucking stupid and not nowhere are totally void of intelligence. They were about to destroy the Connect before they put the Connect in
Yeah.
hospitals
Yeah.
to save freaking lives, literally to save lives. Okay. So
Yeah.
they had to take the product away from us because we're too fucking stupid. We're so dumb. We're ignorant. We're super stupid because anybody can have a platform. So they were about to destroy that Connect. So before that happened, they had to take it away and put it over here because it's still being used today. Unlike a Sony product that when it fails, it's gone. The PlayStation Move is too stupid to save lives. It's a piece of shit because
Mm-hmm.
Sony's engineers are shit, but nobody wants to say that. I will, prove me wrong. Sony is trash. They can only live off of somebody else's technology. As that's all they could do. Somebody starts something, Sony will jump in and change one thing, and now all of a sudden it's revolutionary. You know,
Hey, Zink, you're definitely 100% on point with that, man. And Dia, I didn't really get to catch our Dia, the first lady of chat. Now, what was her opinion on it, man?
oh,
I
like
didn't
I
really get to
said,
catch what she said.
she was kind of like you and I. We She wanted it to be next level also,
Right.
but her window was closed. She didn't jump out the window like the rest of these fools. You know, we could take the good with the bad. We could wait, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Of course, everybody knows that I have to have the quickness. That's why I appreciate Halo Infinite so much. The gameplay in Halo Infinite is amazing. And then, like, let's see, who can we give this to? You wasn't on the show, so I'm gonna give it to you. Your boy Destin Legary. He wanted to regurgitate what happened in 2020 with Halo on a demo. I could only
Yeah.
imagine if that game came out at that point in time. Dude, that was. But he could go back damn near 3 years, but he won't talk about The Last of Us, a 10-year-old game that released on the PC that released like garbage. It came out like garbage, and Naughty
Yeah.
Dog is supposed to be great. So back to Dia. She said she's split on it. And like I said, I agree with that. But then you have to look at it this way, and we talked about this yesterday on the show. That game is a single player game, a go anywhere single player game with
Uh-huh.
the open world. It's also untethered. And of course, the chats are very intelligent. A guy brought that out in the chat. I'm forgetting his name, but brought it out in the chat. It's untethered co-op, dude. And then I heard, because you like one of the guys in Hell Hydra said Zinc be everywhere. Hey man, I listen to as many
Yeah.
I listen to as many hate videos as I could possibly listen to yesterday, right? And somebody said, why are you making one of these haters said, why are you making an untethered campaign co-op game? Co-op is supposed to be with players playing together, not spread all over the place. Hey, they're giving you that option. Okay. Sometimes, and we have to play with Gears. Playing in Gears, sometimes you have to run to the other side of the map, because if these guys could key on a certain area and a boomer comes in, shoot that big ass grenade, we all die and the match is over.
Right.
But if somebody is across the map with a sniper rifle knocking the back of his head off, we have a good chance of winning the damn game, especially when you're playing on master, inconceivable, or insane in Gears, which most people can't play. But I'll carry their ass through it. What's up, Tuck Master? But when one of those guys come in here, I'll let
Mhm.
y'all go ahead and shine, man, and I'll go ahead and get some work done. But fuck work, as long as we're talking about some games. But anyway, man, look. But think about it this way, like Dia and I were explaining on the show. This game is doing things untethered co-op. You know, uh, what PlayStation game is co-op? Sega Man.
I wish I knew.
Oh, it's harder to do games like that, and I don't know everything, especially when it comes to development. I learned, like I said on show yesterday, I learned from my boy Ramo that comes into the chat, and where I got my name from, Zink Griffin. He told
Yeah.
me about GTA a long time ago because it didn't look that good. Like Halo looked great back in the day. Halo CE 20 years ago, it looked awesome. But GTA, it really didn't look that great. But he said you have to see what the game is doing and how many facets are in the game and how they have to spread that RAM throughout the game. And when you look at it in that context, I'm like, okay, he has a point, you know? And when a game is doing more than just simple The Last of Us, you play for 5 minutes and then you watch the rest of the game, or you watch this movie, when you have gameplay elements, it's going to take more time to do those type of things.
Yeah, I got my brother Unlimited Production in the building with the Unlimited Truth yesterday, and I was so upset because I was at work yesterday and I
Mm-hmm.
got to listen to just you guys just for a little bit because I had to get back to work. But Unlimited, man, I'm gonna go back and watch the whole entire show probably later on this evening, or listen to it actually while I'm at work. Just listen to the whole thing while I'm working. But Unlimited, brother, hey man, you know what? This stuff is crazy, bro. I mean, we were talking about this a few shows back. Every time, Unlimited, that Microsoft's Xbox is getting ready to do something, hype people up, be excited for a game, you know, like Redfall. Then you got this dude, this Ryan Crackhead, come out and say this shit like about the 30 frames per second. That's not going to deter me, brother, from trying and playing the game. Even though yes, we are at the standards where mostly games should be 60 frames per second and then grace us with 120 frames. I understand that, but at the end of the day, Unlimited, me, you, Zinc, all our brothers, we're gamers. We're gamers at the end of the day. And yes, I would have probably liked it to be there, but that's not going to take away my excitement, brother, for Redfall and be excited for another game that's coming in Ultimate Game Pass that no other company is doing, Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
There is no other gaming company out here doing what Microsoft is doing with Ultimate Game Pass, and they're always waiting, bro. They're always waiting in line dormant for something like this to come up in like the game on the gaming streets and gaming news, Unlimited. So, brother, what do you think about this, man? What is your opinion on this 30 frames per second thing with Redfall?
Hey, real quick, I'm going to bow out. I want to listen to you guys go off, and I hope you do have a show later on, either Saturday or Sunday. But I
Yeah.
want to hear you guys go off as I get ready for work, man. Knock this shit out. I'll see y'all later.
Thanks, Zink.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
Take care, Zinc.
What's
Look,
up,
man.
Unlimited? What's going on with them, man?
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I don't care. Last year, Gotham Knights had a similar situation. About a month before, or about a couple weeks before release, came out. It was gonna be 30 FPS, untethered co-op, and all this stuff. And it was my game of the year. It's my favorite
Right.
superhero game. I love that game. So this means nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
This means nothing to me. And not only that, people, these gamers, so-called gamers, they just want to be upset. And I'm hurt a lot of feelings today. But when Unreal Engine 5 comes out, get prepared for more 30 frames per second games.
Yep.
I'm warning you guys right now. Both Hebot and Sega Man, not Sega Man, but Tucker asking for links, so I'll probably just send them to him real quick while I'm speaking.
No,
But,
you know what? You know what, brother Limit? You go ahead on. I sent Tuck one. I'm gonna send Hebot one right now. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, so yeah, man. So first of all, where was I leaving off here? Oh yeah, first of all, the game's gonna get a 60 FPS update anyway. All right, so this is the same situation with like when people are bitching about Forge mode and all that stuff with Halo, right? So it's gonna come anyway. I predict less than a month after it releases, and they're still gonna complain anyway. But the whole point is, yeah, this is another non-issue that's going to be blown way out of proportion, Sega man, because it's
Yeah.
an Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm not when Spider-Man Spider-Man on PS5 was rumored to be 30 frames per second. The gaming media said that 30 frames per second is not only acceptable but sometimes preferred. I saw articles that I put up last night on the Unlimited Truth of people saying Horizon Forbidden Entertainment plays best in 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
Right? And so when the standards for one console, and by the way, these games are doing less. They're doing less than what Xbox games do because they don't have co-op, they don't have untethered co-op, they don't have forum multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
they don't, and they don't have the long-term solutions, if you will, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that that people are pretending to be upset here, it just doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to me at all. And then people are acting like, again, they're acting like the 60 FPS is not coming at all, right?
Right.
It's going to come in the update, but that doesn't matter to them. The only thing that matters to them is that this is an Xbox game and this is an opportunity to tear it down, right? And then for the Xbox fans, the Xbox community fucking sucks sometimes.
I can't believe them Unlimited. I can't believe they're crying Unlimited. I'm serious, man.
Yeah. The Xbox community just fucking sucks sometimes because they fall for it every single time for at least the last decade. Every single time something goes down, the Xbox community falls for it. They get mad. They talk about sell. I want please sell your Xboxes, please.
Yeah.
Can you guys sell your Xboxes so we can
Please,
get over
do
this?
something.
Yeah, because I see. My thing is, man, I enjoy games. I like to enjoy games. I like
Yes.
to be surrounded by people who enjoy games. I like to play games, show off gameplay, talk about fun games and all this stuff. What I don't like is to be surrounded by constant negativity, constant bitching and moaning, and people who hate fun. All right, who think that this gaming shit is some type of moral standing, and if you fight against these corporate entities, and no, this is fucking entertainment, right? So I'm just not going to sit here and let them ruin my time and ruin my day and ruin my enjoyment because of a game that's going to get an update anyway, you know.
Right.
And then here's the thing: the standard, okay, and then they're not even consistent. They're not even consistent because the moment a Sony game doesn't have something, they make every excuse in the book, unironically. Right. So listen, when Starfield comes out and it probably has a 30 FPS mode, they're gonna bitch. You know, it's gonna be an endless cycle. That's why I can't.
Yeah.
That's why, guys, sell your Xboxes. Go ahead and do it. Because Microsoft's gonna do something you're not gonna like anyway in the future. So just sell it now and save yourself the heartbreak. Because at this point, the bitching is pointless. It's fucking pointless. All right, have you guys not paid attention to the last few years? Microsoft has gave you everything you wanted, and y'all still bitch.
Yeah.
All right,
It's crazy.
Yeah, and then even if there are quote unquote mistakes and L's and all this other dumb shit, y'all just focus solely on that and ignore any positives anyway. So how about this? Sell your Xboxes, and since PlayStation is so great, just play on PlayStation and only talk about PlayStation. Then, how about you do that? Because I don't give a fuck. How many of you guys know right now? I do not care. And here's the thing: when it comes to performance mode and quality mode, I often choose the performance mode. I like 60 frames per second, but it's not a deal breaker. It's a preference, and I don't think people understand. I don't think people understand the difference between preferences and deal breakers. Yeah, I could prefer something, but if it doesn't have it, oh, that's cool. As long as the game is fun, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't play games to fucking to show off or to only care about exclusives and none of that shit. I play games because I enjoy it. It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. You know what I'm saying? So and here's the thing. The moment the 60 frames per second, the performance mode hits, I'm gonna go into my settings, put it on performance mode, and get back to gaming.
Right.
But until then, I'm gonna enjoy Redfall regardless. You know what I'm saying? The same way I enjoyed Gotham Knights, the same way I enjoyed plenty of 30 frames per second games in the past and stuff.
You're right, Unlimited, and we got our brother Tuck. They tried to destroy Gotham Knights. Remember? They tried to destroy Hogwarts every time.
And then what people forget with Gotham Knights in particular, after that game came out and people played it, so many people were saying, and I even have videos on my channel of proof of people saying stuff like, wow, I'm never going to trust the gaming media again because they felt lied to because the game was fun. It's funny how a game could be fun, right? Yeah. The game could be fun and people will enjoy it regardless. Oh, isn't that crazy? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the standard, man. And that's how it is for normal people. But for this game community, and in particular the Xbox community, who just want to be upset, they want to bitch and moan, and then some of them want Xbox to be Sony PlayStation 2.0, you know, and so when that doesn't happen, they come up here, they get mad, it always kills me when they talk about, oh, this is the last straw. Okay, if it's the last straw, my thing going forward is, if it's so bad, just sell your fucking Xbox. All right, because there's no point in being in an entertainment medium. And you know, if something's like this, gaming is supposed to be for fun and entertainment. It's not political discourse. You guys do know if you don't like something, you don't got to play it. You don't got to look at it. You don't got to watch it. You don't got to buy an Xbox, right? If the shit is so bad, it's just sell it, move on, and you'll be happier. And I'll be happier too because I don't got to hear your nonsense.
Yeah, you don't have to hear them crying and whining on social media, man, all the freaking time, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Heba and Tuck? What's going on, guys?
What's up, fellas? How you doing?
What's going
Morning,
on, man?
so what's going on, Sam?
What's going on, man? Hey,
Oh man,
hey, Tuck, you go ahead because I want to hear Hebot too. But Tuck, you go on ahead, man. So you got your boy Ryan Crackhead, put out a thing about the 30 frames per second. You have Xbox dudes out here crying and whining about Redfall, a game that's not even out yet, that they never even tried yet, and they're up there crying and whining about it. And there is no other company, Tuck. Nintendo ain't doing nothing for their fans, really. PlayStation is definitely not doing nothing for their fans only, but you have these dudes that have these big Xbox channels crying and whining. You know who they are, Unlimited, crying and whining, about Xbox Redfall game coming out at 30 frames per second, man. They're crying and whining. They can never ever be satisfied. And just like Unlimited said, if you do not like your Xbox, sell that shit and go
that's
buy
right.
and go buy that PlayStation 5 that doesn't even do true 4K, that does checkerboard rendering. Go buy a Nintendo Switch if you want to stay playing kiddie games. Cool. That's cool. If you want to do that, that's fine. You know what I mean? But Tuck, what do you think about this, man? This game hasn't even dropped yet. And I told people from the giddy up, after Xbox did good with that Activision Blizzard thing, Ultimate Game Pass is selling out the wazoo. We're doing great over here. They got to find every little inkling, every little thing to nitpick about Xbox about, man. So what do you think, Tuck?
Well, for number one, let me ask you this: what is Jim Ryan, Proof Fake Ryan, crying about now?
Oh no,
What
this
is
is.
he crying about now?
I was reading a tweet that actually got popped up yesterday from Ryan McCafferty about him saying that the Xbox version of the version of Redfall on Xbox is 30 frames per second at launch and then 60 frame coming later. And I guess I just blew up a whole thing on Twitter. That's who I'm talking about, man.
Well, I put like this. I got on Twitter this morning, and I got into this one little conversation with this one guy. He gonna go there talk about. He gonna go there talk about how Nintendo said they wasn't going to put, how they said he wasn't going to put Zelda in a 60 frame per second mode. And I said, Microsoft did not promise anything. They got the machine that can do a 60 frames per second and beyond, but Microsoft didn't promise you nothing. The only thing that Microsoft promised you that it can go up to it, that's all up on the developers. Like Unlimited said yesterday. That is all up on developers to do what they need to do. But the thing about it is, fellas, let's put it like this. People going to be whining, crying, and bitching and moaning about what Microsoft does until the end. And I'm like, you Unlimited, hey, I tell them suckers in a heartbeat, sell your Xbox. If you're not happy with the Xbox brand, sell your Xbox. We don't need you. We don't want you. We don't want you. I mean, we don't want you to be there just to bash another system for the hell of it.
Yeah.
Because I tell people straight up, I'm not gonna buy a PS5. I learned my lesson from PS. I learned my lesson from Sony a long damn time ago when I had the PS3.
Yeah.
I mean, when I bought an Xbox 360, I mean, it just set up there collect dust. So why in the heck should I want to go out there and spend my money? Or the thing about it, and the only reason about the PS3 because my 360 went down.
What's up, Tool Man?
But outside of that, I wouldn't have bought it. But when I did buy it and I did play it, I was not excited about it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, that promise and all of this about it's going to be like live and all that stuff. It wasn't nearly like live. I mean, you had a hard time getting things on the damn game and all that stuff. So you had a hard time communicating with people and all that stuff. So, I mean, man, Xbox have done so many things for people. I mean, it's sickening. I mean, and when Redfall comes out, I'm going to love it. Like I told this one guy straight up this morning, I said, the only thing about it is just enjoy it. It's on the Game Pass. You don't have to buy it out in front. It's on the Game Pass. So be satisfied with what you're getting on the Game Pass. And when they patch the damn thing up with the 60 frame per second deal, people's gonna be satisfied, just like Unlimited said. People
Yeah.
gonna
Mhm.
People's gonna play the game, and then when the 60 frame per second mode come on there, what you gonna do? Ultimate, what you just said? What you just said? I'm just gonna go ahead and just put a bell on the 60 frame per second mode and play it, and that's all it is to it. But man, these people like to bitch, moan, and groan about the littlest damn thing. This is not a deal breaker. The game is done. The game is finished. The game is playable. The only thing that you're not going to get right now is the 60 frames per second mode. And is that a game changer? Hell no, not to me, and it shouldn't be to nobody else. So the people who want to complain about it, all these damn media sites and all that stuff, they want to. I mean, I heard it all day yesterday. Oh, what the hell? Xbox going on with Microsoft? They doing this, they doing that. They shouldn't be doing this. They should delay the game. No, they should not delay the game. Come out with the game and then just patch it up. If it takes 2 weeks, if it takes 3, I don't even think it's going to take that doggone long. I think somewhere down that line they might have had a hiccup where they couldn't put it in there at first. And this is one thing I'm telling people right this. Okay, if the 60 frames per second thing is having a hiccup, would you rather have them fix it? Or would you rather have them put it in the game and it's all broke?
Right.
I mean, I'm just making common sense.
Right.
So the 30 frames per second is not going to hurt nothing. Enjoy the damn game and just shut the fuck up. And like I said, if you want to sell your damn system, sell it. I'm always telling my boys straight up at work. I said, dude, you got both. I said, you got both the PS5 and the Xbox. But the only thing you do is criticize the Xbox about what they're doing, about what they're not doing. But the PS5 ain't doing nothing for you at all. So I just told them like this: sell your shit. And that's all it is to it. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Tuck.
And to add to that, Tuck, people, when people do this stuff, they act like that they like. I kid you not. Somebody yesterday said to me that he could do better than people at Microsoft, and I just said, okay, if they could do better, go ahead and apply.
God.
Go ahead and apply there and do better. Then
See ya.
if you're so smart. Here's the thing. Here's something I learned about life. There are things that we can change and things we can't. You know what I can't do? I can't tell a fucking $2 trillion company what to do about Xbox games. So I'm not even going to waste my breath. I'm not even going to waste my breath or waste my energy to sit here and be mad at video games. A video game. It's fucking stupid, man. Listen, I think Horizon is the worst. Is one of the most boring fucking games I ever played. Right? I made a video on it and I got off my chest, but I don't sit there daily harassing PlayStation fans like, man, that Horizon game sure does suck. No, because I already said my mind and I'll make my jokes and all that shit. But it's not. But since I don't like it, I simply don't play it. It's literally that simple. But for some reason, Tuck, when it comes to Xbox, that's what everybody just loses their mind when it comes to Xbox every single time over small stuff, and stuff that they're hypocritical about. Because again, with Horizon Forbidden Entertainment, the game's played best in 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second is not only acceptable but sometimes preferred, right? And the exact same people right now are the ones who's telling Segaman, who's telling Hebot, who's telling the chat that you should be mad at Redfall for being 30 frames per second. It's gonna get an update anyway. No, that's bullshit. I'm never gonna fall for it.
Unlimited. I'm being happy because we're getting brand new IP almost every other week, or at least every couple weeks in Ultimate Game Pass. That's what I'm happy about, and it's not going to deter me. Playing a new IP that I've never tried before. It's going to be new, different. It's fresh. It's something new. We get something new, mostly all the time in Ultimate Game Pass. So it's not going to deter me and say, oh, well, I should forget about it because it's 30 frames per second. That is stupid, and that's asinine if you're a gamer. If you think that way, that's dumb, man. That's just really stupid. You know what I mean? To do that. And plus, like, our brother Tuck said before, I definitely want to hear, but Hebot says, but it's in Game Pass too. It's not like you have to buy the shit and they're putting a gun to your head and saying you need to buy this 30 frames per second game right the hell right now, or we're going to shut you down, or something like that. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Unlimited, the stuff that they're saying out here on Twitter, you know, about our game coming Redfall, man. So, you know, so on that note, my brother Hebot, man, I'm so glad that you're here this morning with me and Unlimited and Tuck, man. I just want to touch on a little bit, you know, on Redfall, brother. And I just want to know what is your opinion about Ryan McCaffrey's tweet, what he said. I knew he was gonna, you knew when he did this that it was gonna start things. You got people out here that have big shows, Hebot, that have big platforms crying and whining. Y'all know who he is because our brother Others Inc. mentioned him earlier. You know what I mean? Crying and whining, bro, about you know, Redfall being 30 frames per second and, you know, people crying about it, Hebot, man. What do you think, man, about this, man?
What was the comment that Ryan McCaffrey said? Because I didn't see it.
The comment that he said, and you know he did this on purpose. Hebot, let me read it back to you real quick. Ryan McCaffrey wrote, "I'm sure the community will take this news with grace and kindness." He's saying that the Xbox version of Redfall is crapped at 30 frames per second at launch. 60 frames per second is coming later. And then after he wrote that, he bought all these tweets start coming out like this one dude. I'm disappointed and frustrated overall. It seems like nearly every Xbox game has some issues. At least this year was I can't see the rest of it. But yeah, there was some dude crying. You know, that's one of the tweets that somebody wrote. You know, he bought after he said what he had to say.
Yeah, follow up by an objective lie. By the way, that's a lie that every Xbox game had issues.
Right, that's absolutely.
But before you speak, I'm just saying this. One thing I learned about the gaming community, they don't give a fuck about facts. They don't give a fuck about the truth.
No,
whatever they feel at that moment is the only thing that matters to them.
Yeah,
right.
And I want to add another thing to you. I want to add another thing to this before you start Hebot too. Hey, don't forget how people bickered about Halo. I mean, they bickered about that game. I'm like, like you said, Ultimate. I mean, people like the bit moan and complain about every little doggone thing, but they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear nothing about it. But now you see
how long it's taking me to get to the highway.
But see, now you see what's going on with Halo right now.
Yeah,
they came out with season 3. Nobody ain't even talking. They're not even talking about that. They talk about how good the game is now.
Mm-hmm.
So and then when they came out with the Forge maps, they give the people to make the maps. Please, that game ain't gonna never be dull, man.
Hebot, brother, me and you have been playing games for a long time. Unlimited, Tuck has too. We're all older in here. I mean, Unlimited's a little younger than us, but he's still up with us, man. You know, he's been playing games for a long time. You know what I mean? So Hebot, brother, when we played games back in the day, yes, we might have said a couple of things about some of the graphics between like the Super Nintendo and the Genesis. We understand all that, right? But it did not stop me and you from playing Mortal Kombat. It did not stop me and you from playing Street Fighter, different things like that. It seems to be this way, Hebot, in this genre and you know, century of gaming. So what do you think about that, Hebot, Ryan McCaffrey? Because you know he started a fucking forest fire when he said that. Because you have all these Xbox games whining and whining, bro.
Well, Ryan McCaffrey knows what he's doing. He does what he wants to do to keep his brand, because he is a brand, right?
Right.
Afloat. Mm-hmm. So when he finds an opportunity, it doesn't matter to him if it's against Xbox. He's going to take it because he's done it. You guys all remember that he was the first one saying, "How dare Microsoft take away an IP like Tomb Raider that's always been multi-plat, right?
Yeah.
Away from the public when making an exclusive when it should be on every platform." When the truth of the matter was, Tomb Raider would have not even been able to be made. Okay, this was confirmed by Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics at the time, unless Microsoft helped them because they didn't have enough funds to do it. And Microsoft made it the ability and gave them the opportunity to make it a full-fledged game. The game was actually going to be sold separately, episodically, in parts, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the first thing that
Yeah.
people didn't want to talk and didn't want to talk about. When that was brought out, what happened with Ryan McCaffrey? He went silent. He didn't address it, right? But then when they said, guess what? Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be exclusive for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. He came on and said, this is why Sony always makes tremendous leaps in the gaming industry and they stay at number one. Because these are the types of decisions and types of moves that show you they care about their consumers. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we all know Ryan McCaffrey is full of horseshit. He's a piece of crap. He's an integrity journalist for gaming. Because yes, they are gaming journalists. Whether they want to put that tag name on them or not, they are gaming journalists. He has no integrity anymore. He's a bag chaser, okay? Because he has no choice. Because they developed an audience that unless they feed it, they're not going to get revenue. And half of their audience is not even Xbox guys. You got PlayStation dudes that go to the Xbox podcast to go listen to them rant on Xbox and rag on Xbox because it makes them feel good that somebody's talking shit about the console they hate. And that's the problem. So he has no choice. So him saying something, I'm just basically telling him to go fuck himself. When I find the tweet, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Because I come at him many times and he blocks me. He does that all the time. Anyway, there are millions, and I mean millions of gamers in the world that play on Xbox, that play on Nintendo, that play on Sony. On Twitter, you got like 50 people tops talking about how this is the most horrendous thing in the world, right? Or saying stupid shit like because they don't understand the logistics and the details about why this game is not ready in 60 frames and why you can't always delay something, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the sense that we're talking about the Xbox brand. Now, to answer what you asked me first, remember, Sega Man, when we were younger and we played our games in arcades, right?
Right.
Or at home, yes, they were all 60 frames, yes. The difference is there were games that lasted either half an hour in the arcade or at home, they lasted no more than 3 hours or 2 hours.
Yeah.
And they were very simplified style games. The gameplay might be more sophisticated. The gameplay had complexities to them as far as platforming, side scrolling, the difficulties of them. But the games themselves were not demanding. They were not to the level that gaming is today. The games today damn near look and feel like you're playing something in the real world, right? And look like real world graphics and things of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're much more demanding. They cost millions and millions of dollars to create. There's no longer games being made for $10,000, $50,000 like when we grew up. That's why they were able to maintain 60 frames per second. You played a game in an arcade, it looked gorgeous. It was beautiful, especially from Sega. Everything was 60 frames, but the games lasted how long? Maybe 35 minutes, 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
These games were playing. Yes? You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
These games we're playing now are like 30 hours, 40 hours, 50 hours. That you can make a comparison in Doralec the way these people want you to do with no fucking goddamn common sense. Okay? Red Falls is an open world game that is 4 players, that has campaign, that has a multiplayer component, and it has something called the untethered co-op. What is untethered? That means all 4 of us can be playing here, anywhere in the game, and Unlimited could be fighting a boss. You can be fighting and doing a structural mission.
Yeah.
Tuck can be liberating a campsite, and I can be just simply platforming. And we could do it all in our own space at the same time while co-oping. That's why it's called untethered. That has to be all processed. That is why it's difficult to get it to 60 frames, especially on a console. And a console that has restrictions still, because these games were built on old engines. It was confirmed by them that it was being made on Unreal Engine 4. Okay?
Mhm.
Not Unreal Engine 5. So Red Falls is still a last generation game.
Yeah.
Yes, it's only being played on a new generational console because Microsoft made the astute decision of stop making Xbox One consoles because there was no point. If you want to go to the future, you want to move forward and have better benefits, what do? You concentrate on the new hardware. They had a lower entry point with the S, and they had the premium entry point with the X. So obviously, if you're playing next generation, you should not be worrying about having a 10-year-old console still around to be able to play or make games for it. There's no point in that, right? Sony, on the other hand, they could not do that because Sony had so many PlayStation 4 sell last generation, and that's kind of a caveat that comes with being the leading platform, that they had no choice but to continue to support the PS4 because most people are not going to go buy a PS5 playing on a PS4 because they got the biggest casual audience of all of gaming. Okay?
Yeah.
Casuals, thank you, are not going to go out and spend premium money like hardcore gamers to play a game in better quality because casuals, I hate to break it to you, they don't care about frame rates. They don't care about resolutions. I need you to come back. Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Casuals don't care about HDR, Dolby Atmos surround.
Nope.
They don't care about,
None of
no, they don't. And that's the main market that Sony players have. And to be honest, that's the main market in gaming in general. 50 people on Twitter saying, oh, this is horrible. That's why I'm going to take a bit. Those are the same stupid motherfuckers, like I said yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
That said, the greatest game of all time is Elden Ring, which drops to 20 frames per second, which you can't even swim, which you can't even climb a rock. That is so fucking dated. It's unbelievable, which is designed, the combat system is designed for you to die, and it's fucking dog shit. Okay? Oh my God, the satisfaction of dying 500 million times before I can beat somebody. Get the fuck out my face with that stupidity.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the same people that said The Legend of Zelda is the greatest RPG of all time, right? When they know, right, that The Legend of Zelda not only looks like a dead open world, it has graphics that look like they were on the fucking 360 era in the early stages.
That's right.
Okay? So again, the small minority are the loudest, but I don't know why people invest so much time in their ignorance. These are not gamers. These are not the motherfuckers that are gonna go out like Unlimited and our girl Dia, the lady of chat. God bless her wherever she is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to her. They're gonna buy Red Falls day one. Okay? They're not gonna do that. You understand? They're the ones that are gonna wait until they see it either on clearance, if it's physical, right? Or they're gonna wait until it's on sale on Xbox for $20 and then they'll buy it. You see?
Yeah.
And besides, this game is on Game Pass. You're not forced to buy it. If you don't want to play it until it has the 60 frames, then yes, wait until it has the patch. When it comes out, let's say 2-3 months, maybe a few weeks later, then you can play it. Even if you bought the game day one, you don't have to touch it because our back catalog is ridiculous. Because like you always say, our brother Sega Man, and shout outs to you, we eating good over here.
Mm-hmm.
We have new games coming out every single week. Just yesterday, our brother, me and Unlimited, what we said, we excited because Everlock, right? Ravenlock, right? It's finally coming out and it looks incredible.
And by the way, Ravenlock comes out 2 days after Redfall on May 4th.
Exactly. 2 days after Redfall. And isn't it on Game Pass too, brother, or no?
Yes, sir. Day one on Game Pass.
Okay. So it's also on Game Pass. So not only, right, do we get to play a wonderful new IP like Redfall, guess what? We can play Ravenlock. And that's not including all the other shit we got, like Ghost Tokyo Wire or Ghostwire Tokyo that just came out.
he bought. I am
Right.
enjoying that game. It's been a long
I
time.
haven't even
since I've
touched
been
it. I haven't
enjoying-
even touched it. That's not including.
Ravenlock. I think Ravenlock's an Xbox exclusive as well, if not timed exclusive.
I think so too.
As
You're
of
absolutely
now-
right.
As of now, it's only on Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree.
When's that come out,
And-
guys? Ravenlock.
2
May
days.
4th.
2 days after Redfall.
Okay.
So again, we got all these games, right? And not to mention all the other shit that comes out that may not be on Game Pass, right? But that we could still buy, like Cannon Dancer, which is the old arcade game, just dropped,
Uh-huh.
right?
I
There's another
seen that.
wonderful shoot 'em up.
I seen that.
There's another wonderful shoot 'em up that just dropped. It's only $8, and it looks beautiful,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. It just dropped yesterday. I'm running to GameStop to get $8 to buy it. Okay? And point. Not only that, okay?
Uh-huh.
The point of the fact of the matter is the catalog is extensive. So if Redfall is something you really need to play, because I respect people that want to play in 60 frames, fine, that's a choice. I get it. But if it really matters to you that much, put it on hold, or even if you buy it, support the game, leave it in the shrink wrap, play everything else. Once the patch is out, go play your Redfall.
Yeah.
So you've not
Let's
only
do that.
supported it, right? Not only did you support it, you get to play it the way you want to. Or don't upload it on Game Pass or from Game Pass until you're ready to put it on your hard drive to invest. Yeah, these people act like there's, like you said, like there's a gun in their head, right?
Yeah.
And you have to go buy it, or you have to play it day
I
one. No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I still haven't beaten the Jedi Fallen Order. The sequel comes out this month as well.
Yeah.
I still haven't beaten Tomb Raider 3. I still haven't beaten Devil May Cry 5. I still haven't beaten what the fuck is the other game that came out not too long ago? Oh, Scorn, Hi-Fi Rush, High on Life.
Yeah.
I haven't beaten none of those games. So I got plenty of fucking Atomic Heart if I want to play it. All
Right.
races and all, right?
Right.
Just giving you as an example. I can play them. I haven't touched them. I haven't beat them. I got fucking games like Klonoa. I got fucking games like Solstice. I got games like Evil West, which nobody talks about, which is fantastic. I got fucking
Yeah.
games like fucking No More Heroes 3. There's so many fucking games that I don't have to worry about Redfall being 30 frames per second at launch. Because what they also forget to mention is that it's not only it's 30 frames capped, yes, but it's in 4K. It has Dolby Vision HDR, Dolby Atmos surround, and ray tracing.
Yep.
So just because it's not the 60 frame cap, it's bad, but yet we got all the other bells and whistles. Meanwhile, when you play a game on PlayStation, the best they can do is either give you a crazy number in resolution, like 18,000 or 1640 by 20 resolution at a 40 frame cap, or 45 frame with no HDR, or a broken HDR with fake Dolby 3D Atmos surround. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's their highest quality on a PS5. Oh, and not to mention that it will be a single player game on an open world platform, or let's say setting, that has no type of online component and no type of co-op component. But yet they charge you $70. You can't play it on a service, and everybody's like the greatest. Oh my God, Sony loves us. That's why you can't listen to fake ass casuals. They are garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say it to their face, you guys are garbage. Whoever's listening, please pass the message. Whoever talks shit about this being 30 frames, you're garbage. You're a piece of dog shit. You're not real gamers. Stay in your lane or stop playing games.
Yep.
It's that simple. That's why you got people like Mooch. That's why you got people like Dealer, Colt Eastwood, Jazz Gordon, Randall Thor, and unfortunately Boomstick, which Boomstick used to speak with Logic, and then when he got surrounded by the fucking Sony fan base that he fucking roams around with now,
Yep.
he had to change his fucking tune
He's
and
another
started
one.
catering to the stupidity. That's why those dudes don't speak to their audience like a gamer. They speak to their audience like they're dollar signs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because their audience wants to hear them say, Microsoft has to do better. This is an L. No way, Jose. How dare you? That's what their audience likes. So unless they don't do that, right? Unless He don't. They don't do that, right?
Yeah.
No, I was reading other things comment because other things, he'd be putting that work in the comments in the section. So anyway, unless they don't do that, they're not going to get views. They're not going to get their 1,000 or 4K views for their podcast or for their videos. And half the time when they're fucking speaking shit, they have no fucking clue what they're even saying. Because they don't know the details, they don't know the history, they don't know the actual roots of where these things came from, and shit like that. Like our wonderful brother Unlimited Productions did a little small 2-second video yesterday, and they have more substance than half the shit you see. When he said that Arcane Studios have been working with Xbox since the OG and did this game, I forgot what it was called. It was RPG called Acterius.
Arx Fatalis. It was
Arx
their first
Fatal,
game,
right?
It was their first game that was only available on Xbox.
Absolutely,
and Microsoft
which you are 1,000% right. When he was addressing this stupid comment of fucking goddamn, what's his favorite, your favorite homeboy, Colin Moriarty, right? That he always still keeps saying this stupid shit. Microsoft, they didn't establish. See, I don't mind with Sony bought Insomniac because they did games with them for years. Same thing with Naughty Dog. Motherfucker, who the fuck you think gave fucking Ninja Theory their fucking first chance to get into the industry? Microsoft. With Kung Fu Chaos. If you look at their diaries, developers' diary, the first thing they said, the reason why we chose Microsoft is because they were there when we were first starting and gave us our opportunity to make our first game and believed in us. What do you call that? Organically creating relationships with developers, right?
Yeah.
The same way you can look at it from the other side and say, you know what? That organic shit and establishing a relationship organically is bullshit, because From Software did like 6 games during OG, only on Xbox, exclusive to Xbox, right? Come from Otage 1 and 2 to those mech games they did, to the Steel Gunners, all them shits were all exclusive, right? Then they went to the 360 era and did Ninja Blade, right? And From Software, since the Xbox One launched, what did they do to Xbox? They gave them the motherfucking middle finger. And all they did was suck Sony dick. To this day. And then all of a sudden, oh, we got Wulong on Game Pass. Oh, no, see, From Software loves us. No, fuck From Software. Because the reason why they put it there, was because Microsoft paid them. Microsoft paid them up front. Meanwhile, they put it on fucking PlayStation for free.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And yet, their best looking game that it looks like they're doing since for a long time, and I'm talking about also Team Ninja, for example.
Yeah.
With Wulong, right? Team Ninja, right? Their best looking game since Ninja Gaiden days, right? Which is the last Ronin that looks like they're trying to bring the roots back of Ninja Gaiden mixed up with some other shit. Where is it exclusive to? PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
PlayStation ain't funding that fucking game. PlayStation ain't putting out money to them to develop it. No, but they're putting it there. They probably gave them like bullshit prostitute money, like maybe like $5 million, make it exclusive, and they took it like prostitutes. Right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they would have took that game to Xbox, and Microsoft would have, and they would have said, "Yo, how much?" Microsoft probably would have given them easily $50 million to put it on there exclusively. You see what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So again, all the rhetoric comes from the same people that say Legend of Zelda is fantastic, even though it looks like a 360 first generation game. They're the same people that say Elden Rings or the Demon Souls, Bloodborne are fantastic, even though you can't jump, swim, climb, and the frame rate goes down to 19 frames per second because it's a horrible engine they use. Okay? With static fucking graphics in all the land and landscapes. When you look at the sky, the sky looks like a painting from a Picasso. It don't even move. Okay? Because I got Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yes, I got Elden Ring. Because my son, unfortunately, is a fucking Dark Souls fan. His dumbass. And I tell him in his face, "You're dumb. That shit sucks." And we have arguments about it all the time. When I prove him wrong, all the time he gets mad. It's like, Tommy, what's appealing about that? But anyway, the case is, Red Falls, it's a choice. It's on Game Pass. You're going to be able to buy it on a sale if you buy it from Game Pass day one. You can buy physical, and if they bring a physical copy out, and leave it on your shrink wrap and play it when it's ready. That's it. Oh, because they could play it on PC. Yeah, because in the PC they leave everything open. It's open platform. There's no control. That's why that's why a lot of the games that come out, they're fucking all buggy and messed up. And when the niggas gonna put it on 60 frames per second, don't get it twisted. They're not gonna have it with HDR 10 or 12. They're not gonna have it with Dolby Atmos surround. They're not gonna have it at full ultra settings. They're not gonna have it at 4K ultra. They're not gonna have it even on 8K. Stop it. In order for them to achieve that 60 frames, they're gonna have to do compromises. And they're not gonna fucking tell you that the truth. Don't when a PC game try to tell you, oh yeah, I'm playing in super ultra bullshit. Because when you tell them, show me your settings, they won't show it to you.
Mm-hmm.
They won't.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're liars. That's just their argument, because they have the choice that they can actually fix it and tweak it on the fly because it's an open platform. But if you put them to the test, you tell them, yeah, put it all the way up with everything on the way you say it, and I want to see it, they won't show it to you. 90% of the time, guarantee you. Because that's how they are. They're full of shit. They think they want, that's just the way of validating their purchase as well. Oh, he's a gamer, Elite Gaming, we're the best. That's bullshit. Half the time when they run that shit at 120 frames is because it's on fucking 1080p or 720p.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't have HDR, or it doesn't have ray tracing. I want to see a motherfucking PC nigga tell me, oh yeah, I got that shit on ray tracing, ultra high 4K, 8K. It has HDR Dolby Vision, and it has Dolby Atmos surround running at 60 frames per second. I want to see the first PC motherfucker to show me doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put money right now. Put money right now, and you come to this guy, and I challenge you and I put in a comment, and you show me that game running when it comes out. Like Justin, with all those specs, no compromise, all those specs on ultra high, and I guarantee you no one's coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? So cut the noise, cut the bullshit. Listen, fuck like I said, we got games every week. We have a back catalog unheard of. If you're really bothered that you need to play it at 60 frames because that's your preference and choice, fine. That's your preference and choice. No one's arguing that with you. Don't act like you don't have a choice. Don't play the game. You don't have to buy the game, and you can wait to play it because it's on Game Pass. Again, it's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
You could buy it on Game Pass at a fucking discount price. You don't have to upload it to your hard drive until you fucking want to play it and it's ready to play the way you feel that it needs to be played. But you can't put the selective few, you can't put your personal opinions or personal preferences as the number one leading thing versus all the other millions of people that don't give a fuck about none of that shit. There's millions of people that wants to play the game because it's good, or because they like it, or because they just want to play a new game. That's it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say. You have to have, okay, you can't cater to 100 people versus 100,000 people. That's my point. Microsoft is a $1 trillion company for a fucking reason. Okay? When you got motherfuckers saying stupid shit like Unlimited say, I bet you I can do a better job than Microsoft. Dude, shut the fuck up. You sound retarded. You sound retarded. They're a $1 trillion company, or $2 trillion, whatever it is right now to this point, for a fucking reason. The Xbox division is worth over $600 billion for a fucking reason. They know what the fuck they're doing. They see the data. They see the numbers. Just like when they were saying that most people that play games don't even bother to fucking play it in certain ways, whether it's on PC or whether it's on console. And the realist said, you have a great point as well. That's true. If you want to play at the highest quality, you also got to spend at least $2,000.
Yeah.
Versus $500 or versus $300 if you trade in your old console, because that's what I paid for my Xbox Series X. I keep telling people all the time. I only paid $300 because I got $200 for my Xbox One X.
Yeah.
I didn't pay $500. I paid $300 for the Series X, not the S, the X.
Yeah.
So again, don't listen to these people. And if you want to go listen to the people that follow people like Colt Dealer, like fucking Boom Mooch Jazz, fucking Rando Snore, or whoever the fuck, then go do that. Go be ignorant. Don't enjoy gaming. You got people out here like 100, like Unlimited, like Sega Man, like myself, like Sega Forever, like fucking New Legal that do positive Xbox shit. So you have people that do positive Xbox shit. Support them if you want the positivity. If you want the dumb shit, go support the clowns that are just worrying about the dollar signs and not being actual real gamers and showing that they care about gaming, not about a fucking position or not about a fucking their persona, for speak, or their position and how they look, right? In this YouTube space. It's that simple. Let us enjoy our fucking games and shut the fuck up. It's that simple. Because they're not going to stop. It's like I told Unlimited last night. Every game that Microsoft released, you're going to hear the same comment. Microsoft is setting up this game to be an L. I guarantee you. Because it's just about hating Xbox. It's not about loving games. It's not about anything else but hating Xbox. Because Xbox cannot be dethroned. Xbox is not going to be pushed to the side. Xbox cannot be bullied. And these motherfuckers know it. So they're mad. They're mad.
Yeah.
They're angry. They're scared. They're feeling unsure of themselves. Oh my God, Xbox is going to kill our brand. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So they have to talk shit.
It's the truth.
That's it. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. Dude, I guarantee you, like we said last night, even though I didn't get to speak much, but like we said last night, I guarantee you this time next year, Red Falls will have 15 million players. The game's still going to have content and people are still going to be playing it.
Yeah, I agree.
And put it like this, Spider-Man's coming out September to October this year, right? As their holiday title. And Spider-Man will stop to be talked about by fucking December. And nobody's going to be playing it by January. You understand?
Yeah.
So Redfall is going to come out before it and it's still going to be played, but Spider-Man isn't. That's how you put it into perspective. That's all that matters. Engagement. Microsoft wants engagement. They want to keep making money with these games and developers to keep making money to make more games. That's how it works. It's not where, oh my God, if we don't get Call of Duty, we're going to die.
Yeah.
By their own leader. Why? Because he sees the numbers. He works at Sony. He knows what's going to happen. They're not stupid. Why you think they're being fussy about it? Why you think they're doing so much crybabying about it? Because they know they're fucked. They are fucked.
Yeah.
They know it. So let them keep living their La La Land dream. Let them keep enjoying whatever they want till it lasts. And that's it. Let Xbox gamers be real gamers. That we play fucking games. Listen, you know what was my anticipated game of this year? Motherfucking Toxic Crusader, the beat 'em up. That's my most anticipated game.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't give a fuck if it looks like an old school arcade game. That's my anticipated game. Why?
Yeah.
Because that's what I like. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to play Hi-Fi Rush. That doesn't mean I'm not going to play the new Star Wars. That doesn't mean I won't try Hogsworth out when we buy that. That doesn't mean I'm not going to play any of the new shit like Red Falls. I'm going to try all them games out. If I like them, I'm going to play them. I'm going to invest. Maybe I won't be able to beat them because I don't have the time, but I'm going to play them.
Yeah.
But that's what gamers do. You play fucking games.
Yeah.
You don't play frames. You don't play resolution. You don't play HDR. You play fucking games.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about it. It's that simple.
Facts, man. That was awesome. Man. But like Unlimited said earlier before you came in, he said, Unlimited said, people, I hate to disappoint you, but listen, there's going to be more 30 per second frame games. Like he said, with Unreal Engine 5, there is. Even they might not want to, might be mad about it, but there's going to be more you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like Unlimited said, that's the way it is, man. It's not going away. It ain't going away, man. Maybe they'll put a patch out later for these other future games, but sometimes you're going to get that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're just preaching to the choir. I mean, what do y'all
expect? And one more thing, brother Sega, man, not to cut you off. One more thing.
Go ahead.
The real problem here too is that we all know, everybody here in this panel knows that. If they actually said, well, you know what? We're going to delay it so that we can put the 60 frames for another 2 months, right? Let's just say, right?
Yeah.
Then the shit talk will become, you see, Microsoft don't know how to manage their developers.
Yep.
They don't know how to manage their
Yeah.
developers. You see,
Yeah.
From the
we
exact-
told you. We
from-
fucking told you. They said that their games were going to come out within a 12-month period. And look, that was bullshit. That will be the new narrative.
Yep, and it'll be from the exact same people who asked for the
So
game
it's
to be
like-
delayed.
It'll be like they're damn if they do and they're damn if they don't.
Yep.
You know what I'm trying to say? So fuck it. Do you keep rolling? Do what you think is best for the company as a whole, and fuck the naysayers, fuck the haters, and fuck the ignorant people. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Because the majority of people, they're gonna go play the game. I'm telling you right now. The gamers, the ones that are on Xbox Live, that are not on YouTube, that play games that you see every day on their feed, are playing games. And you're gonna see a bunch of people putting gameplay of that fucking game Redfall, and that's gonna piss them off even more.
Mhm.
Because they knew it was supposed to come out for PlayStation and they can't play it. That's going to piss them off even more. And that's the best part about it. I'm sorry, David.
Hey, and He-Mon, I mean, some of those dudes, and you know this too, Unlimited talk. I mean, look, the PlayStation don't have as many 60 frame per second 4K games as Xbox does it.
Of course not.
Nope. But they don't talk about nothing like that. But they could talk about this little 30 frames per second coming out for a new game, Redfall.
That's
You know?
going to get an update anyway. That we gotta sit here and not pretend that it's not coming. All right, that's what also drives me crazy.
Facts.
Sega Man is this
Facts.
idea that they're trying to push out that this is unacceptable. No, it's video game development, and again, it's video games anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. But and then listen, we're gonna have a situation where Sony game's gonna release fucked up, and they're not gonna get even a iota of criticism for it.
Yep.
Especially if it's a first party one like Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
The-
yeah.
If that game's come out and is bricking PlayStations or having issues, they Ryan McCaffrey, Colin Moriarty, Destin Legary, not a single one of them will come out and say and call out Sony for it. Instead they'll have more excuses ready than crazy.
Or you'll start hearing shit like Unlimited. You'll start hearing shit like PlayStation is working on the next powerful console.
Yeah.
You'll start hearing
Something like
that bullshit.
Something like
When
that.
games
yeah.
don't come out, with the bells and whistles, that's the first thing you start hearing. The next PlayStation console is going to do 1,000 frames per second. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll start hearing that shit because it's the same bullshit every generation with Sony. The same fucking approach every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Every single time.
They've been working on a PS5 Pro since like 2019.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I
No,
know.
since 2 months after they launched, right? That's a fact. That is a fucking fact. It's not lying. You started hearing that shit. That's 2 months later, when they knew that shit was not anemic in certain ways. That's the first thing you started hearing. PlayStation is working already on the PS5 Pro. I'm like, holy fuck. You can't make this shit up. You just can't. You can't. You cannot make this shit up. I mean, the only thing that's good about this stupid shit is because it gives you gaming conversation, especially when it's negative with Sony, right? It gives you something to talk about. But we're supposed to be talking about, right now, we're supposed to be talking about how Ravenlock's, how cool it looks, what you're looking forward to, the graphics. Are you looking forward to the game? That's what these podcasts are supposed to concentrate on. Games and talking about them. Are you playing Ghostwire Tokyo? Yo, that shit is fire. It looks good.
That game's
It's playing
awesome. I
awesome.
like it.
The story's great. That's what the conversation should be. But no, we got to revert to the same stupidity because of ignorant people. And you know what's going to be funny, Unlimited and brothers here on the panel?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if Forspoken, even though I know they shut down the studio and merged them to other people within the company. But I guarantee you, if Forspoken still comes out for Xbox, remember it was a 2-year timed exclusive, right?
Yeah.
If it comes out for Xbox, I guarantee you that it'll probably play and sell better on Xbox. Even though it was exclusive for 2 years on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then, just like Deathloop. and then they'll be like, "Oh, that's bullshit." Then nobody will say a fucking word. You know what I mean?
It's true, Retrofusion.
Yep.
Nobody talks good about games anymore. It's always negative. That's
No,
true.
it's always, he's 100% right.
He's right.
He was the only person I saw. Retrofusion was the only person, right? Or not him. What's his name? Yeah, Retro's one of them, but the other guy too. Genuinely, shout out Sam.
Yeah.
He was the only one that was talking about giving Forspoken a chance, and he actually put gameplay. He was playing the game. He
Yeah.
put almost his entire gameplay of the whole game in playing it. So when he says to me, "It's not too bad, it's decent," then I have to respect his judgment, and I have to respect him because he's playing it.
Yeah.
He's showing you that he's playing it. He's not just sitting on a podcast like 100 other motherfuckers. This is corny, and they didn't even put the startup menu. You see
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like you can't take those people seriously. You can only take the people that you see actually playing games. Like Unlimited. What the fuck he does every time we get a new game? That motherfucker puts gameplay immediately. He'll play the whole fucking
Yeah.
game. Part 2, part 3,
Yeah.
part 2. Shit, he had part 10 and so and so this. Right? Because he's playing the fucking game. He don't talk shit. He plays games. You see what I'm saying? And that's what gamers do. I try to do it, but it's hard because I don't have the time, but I try.
Yeah.
I try. I put up whenever I can, put whatever game I play, I'll put something up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to put gameplay for cars. I'm trying to put gameplay for Clash that I just bought physical.
Oh, nice.
That game Bramble comes out in a few months. I want to put gameplay of that. There's
Yeah.
a lot of games that are under the radar that I want to put up gameplay because I know Brother Unlimited, for example, and y'all got it covered. Y'all play the new games, right? Or let's say 100, right? You put gameplay of new shit. So I'll put the gameplay of the lower stuff, you know, the under the radar shit, so
Yep.
that people can see them. That's what I like to do because that's how we complement each other. We cover all bases together as a team. So if I see Unlimited rocking the new shit, I'm like, okay, we good. That's why when Unlimited didn't put gameplay for Wanted, I put it up because I knew he didn't do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then if I see him put something for Redfall, then I don't have to do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put probably gameplay for Ravenlock, but more than likely he's gonna do the same thing also. I try to do the smaller tier shit.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. They come out so close together. I might be too
Right,
stuck
right.
on
But
Redfall
you-
to play Ravenlock Day 1.
But you know what I'm saying, Brother Unlimited.
Yeah,
That you cover the bigger stuff, I'll cover the stuff that's under the radar.
Yeah,
And that's how we make a good team. We complement each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ravenlock looks like a game like the Gunk where I'm going to buy it, but I'm not going to be able to get to it as soon as it comes out like I
Right.
want to.
Like that new shoot 'em up. I'll put gameplay of that because it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It looks gorgeous and it's only
What game is
$8.
it? What game is it?
The new shoot 'em up.
I just
The
bought it.
one I told you that just came out is $8. It looks gorgeous. It looks
think
just
I-
as good as R-Type Final. That was $60.
Oh, I just bought that.
You bought it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that game, that looks awesome. And there's also another game that came out a couple of days ago that looks like an awesome platformer, just like Ravenlock, called something The Wanderer. It's with a little kid that looks like Pitfall, a little guy that looks like Pitfall with like a jungle outfit.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you guys seen it on the store. It looks awesome. I want to play that shit.
There's
What
a
game
new
is that?
side-scrolling beat 'em up.
It's called, I don't know if you can look it up in the store, Unlimited. It's called like Joe Wanderer or something. It's just smaller, but it looks good. When you look at the trailer, it looks really good. It's like a 3D platformer like Mario, but with a little jungle guy like that. Looks like the Pitfall character from back in. No, he looks like the Congo Bongo character from back in the day. Remember Congo Bongo from Sega?
Yeah, I remember Congo Bongo. Yeah.
It looks just like that character, like that, but obviously modernized. And it looks awesome. And the game is probably I think it's like maybe $20. Another awesome looking game. So again, from between Game Pass, between the big AAAs, the smaller indies, and what you get, randomly, like Cannon's, like the game Cannon Dancer, the old arcade game that's like Strider. You got plenty of games to play.
That just came out, right? He bought. It's a side.
Yeah, it's a little pricey because no game that is a Sega Saturn style game should cost $30, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No game should cost $30 that's like that.
I'm gonna get it.
But here's the thing: if we don't support it, they won't bring more out. It's the companies though that are greedy with the prices sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Because they're the ones who make up the prices, not Xbox. They're the ones who decide how much they're going to sell it for. Microsoft said that a couple of times. That's another narrative they were trying to say. Oh, Microsoft likes to make people make their game prices expensive. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's the developers themselves that make the choices of what they want to price their games.
Damn, you're right.
With the
Retro
publishers.
Fusion. You're right, man. People play Twitter and YouTube comments more than play games.
Exactly. That's a fact.
It's
That's
true.
a fact.
It's true, man.
That's a fucking fact. Me and Retro have conversations all the time. We don't always agree on shit, but we always keep it gaming and we keep it respectful. But we always talk about games. You see what I'm saying?
It's true.
We always talk about games because that's what it's about. It's about games, bro. That's why I can't listen to I'm sorry, bro. And I'm not saying that people like Cole and Dealer or Boom are bad people. That's not what I'm saying. But as gamers, as what they do as influencers, I cannot respect them. They don't have integrity. They're not real gamers. They're about the bag. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You got fucking Cole Eastwood saying, "Oh my God, Microsoft definitely needs to fucking cancel or delay it until the 60 frames is there." That's not how a gamer talks.
Did he say that?
Yeah. And here's the thing: he had a preview of Redfall and didn't say a fucking word.
Yes.
And
Yes.
This is how pathetic this quote unquote gaming journalists and gaming media are. So they all get flown out to play the game early, right?
Yeah.
And so they do their previews. And you're telling me that not one of them asked to, like, okay, so let's say that they were playing on the PC instead of Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Not one of them said, "Hey, okay, so we're playing on PC. What this Xbox version's like?" Not one of them. Guys, you're supposed to be journalists. Aren't you supposed to ask questions?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
no. But so they want us to believe that none of them asked questions. They just played it and went home, did their previews, and then
the thing is, like you said, Unlimited.
All of a sudden, they're shocked about this news, and the game needs to be delayed. No, go fuck yourself.
Unlimited, like you just said, he was playing it and enjoying it because he put a bunch of good ass gameplay after IGN did theirs to compare how the game really plays. Remember? Yeah. And this girl, what's her name, Pertini, that chick, she says, "Oh, look at the difference, right?" Mm-hmm. And they were like, "Oh yeah, it's really good same game." He was enjoying it, and no one said a word about, "Oh my God, it's not 60 frames." But now, because people said it, or they're saying, and that's the narrative, now he's saying that dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like, come on now.
And that's how I know that they don't actually believe what they say.
Yeah,
it's just chasing the narrative. Yep.
If they did, then 2 weeks ago when they all put out their previews, he would have said something. He would have said, "I asked about their performance."
Yes. Oh, he would have said it was a little jarring because it's not 60 frames. Yeah.
Nobody said if they played. Everybody just made it seem like they're playing on a Series X or something. I don't know.
Yep.
But none of
facts.
Them. So not a single one of them, Hebot.
Facts.
had even the same question in the back of their head. Nothing.
Facts. And then they wonder why we questioned their integrity.
Yeah.
Then they wonder why we questioned their integrity.
Yeah. So here's the thing, Hebot. Only until they were told. See, they were told to be upset. Did they get upset? That's not gaming media to me. That's bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Go
ahead, Tuck, man, because we're gonna close out soon. I know Unlimited got to go. He probably got to go, and it's almost lunchtime. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say one more thing before we leave.
Bank again.
Let's just put it like this, guys. How the games world is. I mean, there's so much negativity in this world. It's craziness, and it needs to go away with everything. I mean, it's just boring out here. I mean, people just love the negative talk.
Just got it. I got home, picked the mail.
And that's all I got to say.
Dropped up something.
All right, man. Cool. Well, I'm glad that my brothers came and chilled with me today, man. You know, talking about, the bull crap going on. You know what? We're always going to debunk it, man. You're always going to have brothers like Hebot, Unlimited, other Zinc, E-Rock, all of us. Every time something comes out, we're going to debunk it, man. It's just it's going to happen every time they come out and try to damage control about what Microsoft is doing with their games and Xbox. We're going to debunk it, man. So expect podcasts and videos because we're not going to stop, man, because it's just the truth. It's just like Retro Fusion said. People play Twitter and play YouTube, and they don't play games. It's sad, bro. That's all they do. That's all they do. And you're talking about a game that didn't even come out yet. You never played the game. You haven't experienced the mechanics of the game. You haven't experienced the enjoyment or try to enjoy a new game, and it's a new IP. You haven't even played the game yet, and you're telling people to stay away from it because it's 30 frames per second. That is a goddamn shame, and that's sad.
And our brother Sega Man, if I can add to what you're saying,
yeah,
how weird it is, right? That we live in an era where you got people that just talk and don't really show that they're playing, right?
yeah.
But yet you got people like myself, yourself, like Unlimited, or other people like Legal 100 that use, or even Livewire, whatever.
Legal 100, yeah.
You know, even 108s, they'll play the game, show gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Show that they're enjoying the game, showing, you know, like Shenmue Elite that they're playing it, even though it's getting bad press, and giving their opinion of how they feel, why it's much better than people may think, and being honest about it. And yet the people that are looking in the comment section trust more the ones that are not showing proof than the ones that are showing that they're playing.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that make any fucking sense?
That's beyond me. That's beyond me.
I've never in my life seen some wild weirdo shit like that before. Ever.
That's ridiculous. That's
Ever.
ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous, bro.
I mean, I understand casuals believe anything they're told. That's why the media always uses bullshit news to use it to separate, you know, to separate people, to bring separation between races, to scare us like, oh my God, the end of the world is coming. Now they're talking about aliens after all these years. There was no such thing as aliens.
Yeah, right.
Like, the media is used to fearmonger people, right? It's a fearmongering tool. It's a controlling tool. And yet you see these people believe anything they hear. And it's the same thing with gaming. They fucking fearmonger everybody about games, and the fucking casuals believe anything that's told to them. You can tell a casual that your shit comes out purple, or that the sky is green, or is lavender, or that is orange, or that the clouds are the clouds look like bricks, and they're gonna believe you.
Yeah.
They'll believe anything. Like, but when you show them proof, without them even showing them proof, they believe it. But when you show them proof and you show them that it's the real deal, and you show them facts, actual facts, that's not real. That's bullshit. Yeah. Like, what?
Well, Dave, I hear you on your comment, man, but it's you know, like it's gonna get a patch later, bro. You know, I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do, Dave. But here's the thing, Dave. Like we said earlier, okay, you have a valid point. I'm not saying it's not, but the problem is Microsoft is not in the same position where they get piggybacked and babysitted and accepted and comfort and sucking on a bottle like they do with Sony and Nintendo. Everything Microsoft does is wrong. So if Microsoft goes, okay, we're going to delay it for another 2 months and bring it out in the fall, for us, we'll be like, oh, great, because we have games, right?
Right.
But the majority of those casuals and, you know, the haters are going to be like, oh, you see, Microsoft doesn't know how to manage their teams. Bethesda, they suck. Now that they're with Microsoft, they're going to suck even more. That'll be the new narrative. Then you're going to hear that bullshit that you know is ignorant and dumb. Yeah. That's why it's best for them to just stay their course, do what they said they were going to do. They did the right thing. They told people, we're going to launch it. It's going to have a quality mode. It's going to have these bells and whistles. And then we're going to patch in the performance mode with 60 frames a little bit later. They did the right thing. It was the right call. Because there's no win-win situation here. Because ever since Redfall was announced that it's only an Xbox exclusive, it's got nothing but hate. The title, that title sucks. Everything the game has been announced, they try to say it was garbage. Everything. That's how you know it's fake hate. It's just that they're mad because it's an Xbox exclusive. It's not coming to PlayStation, and that's why they want to make it seem like it's going to be bad, so that Microsoft could get bad press and people don't go support the game. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's all it is. So Dave, you got a great point, but that's why it's not a smart move for them to actually delay it to do that right now, because they're still going to get bad press and negative results and the fake narrative. It's still going to happen.
Yep.
It's going to happen. It's not going to go away. But if the game comes out and people play it, right? And people see that it's good and they're enjoying it, and people start talking like the game, or the game is dope, the game is fire, whatever, then they're gonna have good press. They're gonna let the gamers do the talking.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm all for more shadow drops like Hi-Fi Rush. Because
me too.
there,
Me too.
woof, you can kill everybody off. Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody dies.
Yeah.
Just the game. The game speaks for itself. I'm all for that shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm all for that too.
All right, guys. We're gonna end the show. We're gonna end the podcast, guys. But thanks for coming and rocking out with my brothers, Hebot and Unlimited, and even Other Zinc, who was in here earlier, and our brother Tuckmaster, man. So I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna let my brothers do the sign outs, and then I'm gonna read down the chat. We really really appreciate you guys supporting us, man, on all our channels that we do. You know what I mean? Really appreciate you guys 100%, man. The chat was on fire also. So I'm glad and humbled that you guys stick with us, man. And we got some things coming up, maybe for the Xbox show, different things like that, man. But hey, guys, thanks for dropping by and chopping up game with us. So on that note, man, brother Tuckmaster, man, tell everybody where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy DJ Tuckmaster, the original Pony Killer. Y'all can reach me on Xbox. Y'all can reach me on. I'm thinking about doing something this weekend on the Xbox Line. Then I just don't know what I want to talk about, because I know everything that we talk about so far is dealing with what's going on with Xbox and all that stuff, and with the Redfall situation and all that stuff. So I might talk about a little bit of things differently. So just be in touch. I'm just dealing with like a little vertical issues right now. So, I'm dealing with dizziness and all that stuff. So
okay,
it's getting a whole lot better, but I got to take these pills and hopefully that my head gets straight at least by this weekend. So, just stay tuned.
All right, cool, man. Hey, hope you're all right. Keep taking that medicine, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep up with it. It's all good.
That's one thing you don't.
Hey, I have to leave, Sega Man.
Oh, you have to leave right now?
Yeah. I don't want to cut Brother Tuck off. I'm so sorry. Just real quick. So you can find me on my channel. Big shout outs to the chat, and big shout outs to all my members and brothers here in the panel. I love and respect each and every one of them. I'll see you guys soon. I should be doing We Got Next real soon, and we gotta figure out how to pick up the Exile podcast for our brother E-Rock.
Yes,
for it to continue. We're just trying to figure out the logistics and the details of how to put certain things up, like the banner and all that other stuff, because we never did it before. So bear with us, give us some time, because we're gonna do it. And E-Rock will still be. I think we should still let him host, whether we do it in our channel or not. That's my opinion. But again, I'm pretty sure you guys probably feel the same also.
Yes.
So
100%.
anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Love you. Have a blessed day. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll be with you guys soon. And I'll put up some stuff soon, also some videos.
Thank you.
Just look out for those.
Thanks,
all right,
brother.
Peace out, brothers.
Peace, brother. Last but not least, my brother Unlimited Productions, man. My brother is always on fire. I'm so glad that Unlimited Productions is part of even still the Exile, the Outlaws of Xbox podcast, and of course the Unlimited Truth, man. With my brother, he always does a fire podcast, man. I'm so mad and I get upset because I'm at work and I can't be a part of it, but I can at least support my brother and listen to his channel, the Unlimited Truth, and him keep growing, man. So I'm so very humble that Unlimited is with us, man. Unlimited, man, tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, that's right. It's your boy Unlimited Production. You can find me spitting facts and keeping it relaxed, man. After another fantastic show yesterday, Sega, man, it was great to hang out with you as well, man.
Thank you, Unlimited.
But yeah, gaming is in such a wonderful space. I'm just so excited about everything.
Me too, Unlimited. Me too, man.
Yeah, that's why I fight so hard against the negativity, because I don't see much point in hating gaming when it's a great hobby.
Yeah, man. And Unlimited, like I said, I know you naysayers out there, and you guys are listening in the background. You're always going to be debunked, man. I mean, you might as well throw in the towel. If you want to keep on boxing, we're going to be there to box you out. You know what I mean? You're going to everything you'd say that's negative or false, and it's not the unlimited truth, you're going to be debunked. That's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. And we got more people listening to us than listening to you. The proof is in the pudding, baby. All right.
Yep.
So Other Zinc, thanks for coming by. Hydra, thanks for coming by, man. I really appreciate you, man. Please come back again. We had Tuck come in. Hebot, was in the chat. He came in. Our brother Hebot was here. Toolman, thank you, brother, for coming and hanging out with me and Unlimited and the crew. Lewis, thank you for coming, man. I appreciate it. My boy Rain G4 came past and slid in and was hanging out with us, man. This guy here, Unlimited, what's his name? Bo Rominance?
Where is it?
I have him up.
Bro man,
Was it Bromance?
Bromane fifth
Bromane.
floor. It looks like Bromane fifth floor.
Bromane fifth floor, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I butchered your name, but thank you for coming by and pass and hanging out with us, man. Please come back again and check out all our podcasts. It's like The Unlimited Truth, We Got Next, The Outlaws of Xbox podcast. We are working on the Exile. It is coming back, and yes, that's right. Our brother, the Don King of Xbox, E-Rock X, is going to still host the show. I agree 100%. We're getting it together. It is not dead. It is not gone. It is still here. We are working on it, guys, and it will be back to its fullest, man. And we're going to give you a great introduction and great show when it comes back. Radiance 96, thank you for coming and rocking out with us, man. I really appreciate it, man. Roman Mambo, I guess that's his name. Thanks, man. Retro Fusion, thank you for coming. T Reaper, I will see you soon, man. You're still part of our show. Don't think you're not. You are. You're still part of the show. I know you wasn't feeling well, but I will be inviting you. If I have something this weekend, I have to do something with the wife because oh man, I can't forget this, man. I can't believe I'm forgetting this, man. It's because I'm trying to do all the names, man. Our anniversary is coming up.
Oh, okay.
So we got to do, I'm doing something with my wife, I believe Saturday, but I might do something Saturday
When's your actual anniversary, if you don't mind me asking?
It is April 18th.
Oh, that's my birthday.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and we're going to have, it's going to be fun, man. We got stuff we got to do. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. We've been together over 20 years.
Oh,
that's it's awesome, man. So yeah, and that's going to be great, man. So, hey, guys, thank you all for coming past. Retro Fusion. Dave, thank you for coming, man, as always. Dave's a good dude. He's very knowledgeable. Big shouts out to him. And then Zinc at the end, man. Zinc at the end. So, guys, me and Unlimited are going to get out of here because Unlimited probably got stuff he got to do. I need to get ready for work soon. Got to go have some lunch, man. All right. So peace and love, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die. We multiply. And always remember, guys, always remember my trademark, my slogan. We're eating good over here, baby. Peace.
Yep. Peace.